Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I wanted to do a little setup camp page today. I'm trying to duplicate a border on the blog. And then I'm just going to add a few mats and some embellishments, and this page should go pretty quickly. I'm using boot prints. And like I said, the setup camp collection, I have a little bit of it left that I'm trying to use up. Don't forget that I'm looking to expand my community of scrapbookers and advisors. So whether you want to hold a beginner class for me and earn some free stuff, or if you want to join my team, it's a no pressure, no minimums company. And whether you want to be behind the screens or around the kitchen table with a few friends, or just sharing your link with a few people to get your hobby paid for, I can help. So let me know. They're paying you $1 right now to join. Thank you so much for watching, liking, following, subscribing, all the things. Let's get to this border. Okay, so like I said, I have a few mats. I have something to build on. I have my boot prints. And then I have some scraps of setup camp. And like I said, I'm copying or trying to copy a blog copy or a blog border. The first thing I want to do is cut the base of my border, and I want to use my decal. I love it so much. It's my favorite. The base of my border is going to be this orange red check. It has the campers on the other side, so I'm going to be mindful of how I'm cutting because I want my campers to be, it doesn't matter for this border, but for future projects. And I think I'm gonna cut this. Let's see, I think I better cut it. Let me measure this because we want our boot prints to fit on here. I'm thinking this can be 3 inches, so let's do that. I'm sure there's directions for this somewhere, but I did not take the time to look. And then we're gonna set that aside, and I would say, I'm gonna put my straight blade back in. Let's do, since that was 3, let's do 2.5 on this dark green cardstock. That'll go the next layer. Okay, and then for our next layer and last layer, I want the green on bottom. I'm totally experimenting and guessing here. It's about 1.5 inches. Our brown is gonna be 1.5 inches, so let's do this one at 2. This is our 3rd layer. And then our brown is gonna be 1.5 inches. And this is the one we're gonna punch with the, let's see, those we're done with for the moment. This I'm just gonna set aside. I'm gonna punch with the boot prints. Now remember, you wanna start on the black line on the front, and it's harder with a skinnier piece of paper. And then you'd punch and then cover up the silver over here. And I like to go too far and then come back. The boots are harder, but I go just a little too far and then come back until that, all I see is silver, no blue. So I go too far and then I come back until I see only silver. So there we go. And this one makes a lot of mess. Let me tell you why I love the boot prints. You can use it for soldiers, hiking, camping, Santa Claus. What else was I thinking about? Lots of things. I love the Santa Claus idea. So this we're going to tape onto this color. Just real quick. And we might have to, let me actually do a little bit of repo in the other spots. We need a lot of tape on here because we're going to cut it up. Before we put it back on. And again, like I said, I am totally experimenting here. There's probably directions for this border somewhere, but I did not dig deep enough to find it. All right, now what we're gonna do is cut this on the diagonal. So I'm going to cut it, and you wanna cut it so that you see 2 sets of boot prints. So we don't wanna cut in the middle of some prints. And we have these handy sight guides, so it shows us where we're cutting, and we're cutting on that 45-degree line on your trimmer. And then what we want, these are gonna go on here at a diagonal. Let's see, like so. So we need to cut deeper. Let's see, we need to cut, we should just have to cut 1 set of prints because that's what's showing on the border. And maybe that's where I screwed up. We're about to see if I screwed it up. So this is supposed to go, the thought process is like this. So my green sheet is a little too big. So we're gonna have to cut everything just a little more. But that's what you're going for. So I'm just gonna keep cutting these prints apart. I don't know if I really like the grass showing like that. You could do this with any punch. Be pretty fun. Okay. So now what we need to do is put these on here. Let's just see what we get here. Maybe I should have found the directions. We got these 2 wonky pieces still, but maybe we won't need them. We can just cut this off maybe and put it on the other side. Possibly. Yes. There we go. Okay, then we're going to, we don't need the rest of that. We need to straighten this up. So instead of, we cut it at 2 1/2, it actually needs to be like 2 1/4. That looks a little better. And then this is gonna be too wide. So we'll just cut a 1/4 inch off of it with our decal blade again. I might just see what it's gonna look like here. I think I like that. So this one is 2 3/4 basically. And this piece is fun. You could put that at the bottom. Okay, let's get rid of that guy. Put this on here real quick and get our base page out. And then we're gonna be ready to embellish. And you might need to readjust some things. Like this one is wider than the one before it for some reason. Might need more tape. in certain places. I saw this was, thanks for experimenting with Mandy again, but that looks pretty cute. It does need some embellishing. But I'm gonna put this up at the top of my base page. And I think, I mean, I kind of like this, so I think I'm gonna put it at the bottom just to use it up instead of throwing it away, because I like it. I just love that decal blade. And then I have a journaling box or a postcard, which is super cute, and 2 photo mats. I kind of like the postcard. We're doing it. We're doing the postcard. And then we're gonna get the embellishments out and we'll be done. So the hardest part of that was figuring all this out. All right, I better put this blade back in so I'm not shocked the next time I get my trimmer out. Very good tip. And put your blades back under there so you don't lose them. I like this Adventure Buddies. This raccoon is pretty cute. I have a camera. Trailblazer, that fits. Let's see. I kind of like this thought up there. Take a hike. That fits. And here's a actual boot prints. I kind of want to add some greenery of some sort to this. And of course we need some foam squares. On our little arrow. And I love this Adventure Buddies thing. Should probably go on top of the squirrel, I guess. Or this is a raccoon, not a squirrel, sorry. I do know my animals. I don't know, that might be it for me. Unless I want to do another arrow. I think that's good. What do y'all think? Hope you liked that. If you did, there's lots more here on this channel. Don't forget to check out my new website with all my fun goodies on it. A lot of discount, no longer available or retired items. And some other goodies are on my website. And then right here, my Creative Memories website is where you can shop all the fun stuff I just used. So don't forget to look for my smiling face at checkout if you are not already loved by an advisor. Thanks again for liking, following, subscribing, and hitting that little bell so you know when I have a new video. And don't forget to share with your buddies. And head over to Facebook to see my schedule of events and more fun stuff, including info on my retreat with home office. So Thanks again. I appreciate you all so much, and I'll see you next time.